Well, the Lehman Sanctuary includes a prairie grass meadow with prairie grass, the kind of prairie grass that used to exist all across the U.S. and now only exists mostly in the West in rare spots where the buffalo roam. Now we have a prairie grass meadow here, which has switchgrass and gamma grasses and Pennsylvania wildflowers, and it's a real wonderful teaching tool for kids to learn all about biofuels, the grasses being a filter to keep the bad water from the road from hitting the good water in the forested wetlands. It's a wonderful habitat. Going down into the forested wetlands, there are some massive older growth trees, different hardwoods, different softwoods, that act as a canopy for rare bodies of water called ephemeral pools and some streams that house rare amphibians like the four-toed salamander. We've identified 6 or 7 different species of salamanders, pickerel frogs, wood frogs, and then it borders a great marsh where there's a very large great blue heron rookery.
And she's going to have little babies coming out from inside, and how many of those? A lot, probably anything from 10 to 30, right? One of our most common reptiles and our most common snake in Pennsylvania. And she's harmless. I mean, if you stranger danger, we didn't grab her hard. We picked her up gently, let her acclimate to our hands. So this is how you hold the snake.
So it's a pretty magnificent habitat and a real comprehensive teaching tool for kids in the community to learn all about the importance of watersheds and water and clean water and habitat. The sanctuary itself is about 18 acres, and we're also fortunate to have some neighbors on both sides that are very conservation minded, and we have a hiking trail that extends beyond the sanctuary borders itself. And it's all contiguous natural landscape. Yeah, we actually have, there are all kinds of species that are part of our habitat here. Montessori School had a grant through DEP to put field cameras in the forest to track animals. And we have found eastern coyotes, gray foxes, opossum families, of course buck and deer. We know there are bear there because we see their droppings. We know there are fishers in the forest, which used to be very rare. My son has actually learned how to call in a barred owl. We have different kinds of owls that live in the forest, and we'll hear them occasionally. So it's just, it's an amazing habitat for all kinds of life. We are just thrilled that we have such a variety of community groups and schools that take advantage of the sanctuary. We'd love to continue engaging with the community. For really the first time, there's this advanced technology in the forested wetlands that has sensors going into the clean water, and the sensors track the quality, the nature, the changing dynamics of the watershed 24 hours a day. And the data is streamed into a solar-driven software box, goes up into a cloud, and classrooms will be able to log in to the platform and find out what a clean, pristine body of water is doing 24 hours a day. By that I mean the pH levels, oxygen, conductivity. I mean, there are a whole bunch of different parameters that make up clean water, and they're going to be able to learn not just how to use data, but the nature of clean water, why watersheds are so important to life, why water is critical to life, and see it in a dynamic fashion. And then they could couple that in the classroom experience with actually coming here and experiencing the wetlands. What amazes me and what touches me the most is when people go in the forest for the first time. For example, I had groups come in from city locations, and I had one kid scream out, "Wow!" And I'm like, what happened? And he said, "I've never been in a forest before." And they're running around discovering things, finding things, learning about how they are connected to this natural world. And to me, that's the most important thing, because our future generations, their overriding issue is going to be water and how they are able to conserve our planet. And so it's important to create stakeholders among the people who come out here.
Like what you see? Help VIA tell more of your stories with a donation today. Become a member at wvia.org/support.